Starting with version 5.6, Sage ACPAC ERP now includes Sage ACPAC Intelligence, an Excel-based reporting and analysis tool. It comes standard with a number of reports, and with the included Report Manager license, allows you to build new reports from your Sage ACPAC data. In this tutorial, we'll create a new inventory report that shows inventory items with quantities on hand and inventory valuation, quantity on sales order, and quantity on purchase order. So now let's walk through the steps for creating this report. To get started, we'll go to the menu tree and select Sage ACPAC Intelligence, and we'll use the Report Manager to create this report. If you explore the menu tree on the left side, you'll find all of the reports that come standard with the application. Before we begin building our report, let's first create a folder for it by right-clicking on Home and selecting Add Folder. Let's name the folder My Inventory Reports and hit OK. Now we'll right-click on the folder and select Add Report, and Standard Report is what we want, so let's click OK. Now we'll give the report a name, Inventory, Quantity, and Valuation. We'll click OK, and a data container window pops up. In order to build a report from scratch, there has to be a container that's already been built that houses the Sage ACPAC data fields that you want to report from. A number of data containers covering various portions of the Sage ACPAC system are provided standard with the application. Over time, we expect more data containers to become available. If the data fields that you want to report from are not available in one of the standard containers, then you might want to explore purchasing the optional connector license that enables you to create your own data containers. Now back to our report. Let's choose the Inventory Master container and click OK. Here we're presented with a list of all of the Sage ACPAC data fields available in the Inventory Master container. So now let's select the fields that we want to report on. We want the item code name, and we'll include the inventory location and the location name, the quantity on purchase order, quantity on hand, quantity on sales order, the stocking unit of measure, and finally, the stock value actual. Those are all of the fields we want, so let's click OK. Our report now appears in the menu tree, and if we highlight it, we're given access to a set of tabs that allow us to configure the report. Let's open the Columns tab, and here you'll find the fields that we just selected, and using the buttons on the right, we're able to arrange the order of the columns in the report. Let's move the stock unit column to just under location name, and we'll put quantity on hand under stock unit, followed by stock value, and finally, let's put the quantity on sales order under the stock value. Now let's take a look at the resulting report by highlighting it and hitting the Run button. It takes a few moments to run, and once it's finished, here's our report in Excel showing items, locations, stocking units, quantity on hand, stock value, quantity on sales order, and quantity on purchase order. While the report now contains the information we want, its appearance is a bit busy. Let's make it easier on the eyes by formatting it as a pivot table. To do this, we'll use the Quick Pivot tool that you'll find under Add-ins, Report Tools, and we'll select Quick Pivot, and the Quick Pivot wizard opens. We want our report to pivot on the item code name, location, location name, and stock unit, so we'll add these to our row fields. And now we'll put the remaining items in the data fields. Now we'll click OK, and the pivot table begins to generate, and we can close the wizard. The result is much more readable. Looking closer, notice that the column names are in need of some cleanup. Let's use the basic Excel functionality to edit these, and using abbreviations, we'll change this to quantity on hand, stock value, quantity on sales order, and finally, quantity on purchase order. Now that we've set up the report the way we want it, the next step is to make it a template. Making it a template will allow us to run this report again and again without having to repeat the configuration and formatting. Importantly, Before we take the next step, we need to stress that you must leave the report open. Again, do not close the report. So to make this a template, we need to return to the Report Manager by selecting it from our Windows taskbar. Here we'll right-click on the report and select Create and Link Template. We'll select the open workbook and click OK. And in most cases, choosing yes to this question about placing parameters on the second worksheet is the right answer. Here you should select your Excel version and we'll choose 2007 and hit OK. And we're given the opportunity to edit the report name. We'll go ahead and accept it, and now the template begins to generate. And when it's finished, we receive this message that it was created successfully. So let's test our template by highlighting the report and hitting the Go button. And the report begins to generate. And there it is, and it appears with all of the formatting that we expected. So to recap, we've shown you how easy it is to create a new report using Sage ACPAC Intelligence. Now go ahead and give it a try on your Sage ACPAC system using the included Report Manager license. Give us a call if you need assistance with Sage ACPAC Intelligence reports or any other feature in your Sage ACPAC ERP system. Well, that's it for this tutorial. Bye for now.